Hi everyone, my name's George and welcome to the Anime Grove. Today we're watching a new series again, The Promised Neverland Season 2. I was supposed to upload the first episode last week, but given I expected it to be on Crunchyroll and it wasn't, it kind of took me off guard, and then I heard that it was going to be uploaded to Crunchyroll on the 13th, so I decided to wait a bit. But it still seems like it's not going to be uploaded on Crunchyroll, at least not yet, so I have to go into Funimation. The issue is I already pay for Crunchyroll's subscription, so I can't really be paying right now also Funimation. So that's why I can't really afford to watch the episode that's coming out every week. That's why we're going to be watching right now episode 1 and continue like this next week with episode 2. On the other hand, I wanted to talk about the shows that won't be with us anymore, given the copyright strikes that have happened recently. We won't be reading Demon Slayer manga anymore, because I got striked for it. And we won't be watching ReZero anymore, because I've heard Kadokawa is going crazy with strikes, so I'd rather not get involved into that and getting a second strike before the first one goes away, because then I would only be one strike from getting my channel deleted, and that's far from what I want. So, as of right now, at least, we're going to stop those shows. About this one in particular, The Promised Neverland. When it came out last year, Yakusoku no Neverland, I thought it was a really cool show. I was watching it week after week when it was coming out, but I have to say that the ending left me a bit disappointed, because for me the show was being amazing. It was probably a 10 out of 10, a really solid anime, but then a few things went south. When I am never able to remember which one is Rei and which one is Norman. I'm really sorry, but I'm sure I'll remember as while we watch it. So the gray-haired kid was taken away and supposedly killed, but I don't really buy that, because as I've said many previous times in other shows, I think that it was a bit too unceremonious to be true. So all of a sudden he was gone. It was like 1 or 2 seconds and the scene was over. They didn't really show us how he got killed, so I never bought that. So I thought we have been a bit played out. I mean, the show was being great, it was really dark and with the right amount of darkness, but then they teased us and they made us believe that the gray-haired kid was dead when he's obviously not. And also when they ended up cutting off the other kid's ear, the black-haired kid, they teased us again. I thought they would go with a really dark ending for the season, which I would have been amazed by, because as I've said, I love dark endings, sad stories, and generally a lot of drama in my shows. And if you combine that, I don't think the gray-haired kid is actually dead and the other kid didn't actually end up going through with what he had planned, I got a really bitter taste on my mouth left by the show. So it probably went from a 10 to a 7.5 to a 7.5 out of 10. That's why I couldn't give it a perfect score. In any case, I've been told this second season is darker, at least, so I can't wait to see that. I have no idea about anything that's going to happen. I swear I know nothing except for the fact that there's the one that we have heard of during season 1, and I think I've seen pictures of them, because I think the poster is everywhere. What I think is the poster, I mean, is everywhere. So there's some kind of kid with her eyes covered. I didn't want to take a really good look because I didn't want to spoil myself, but I think that's the one, and I guess we'll be seeing them during this season. Damn, I think that's way too much information just for the intro, so let's leave it there. This isn't a market substitute, so grab your legal copy and watch it along with me. On the other hand, remember to like, comment and subscribe if you like my content and if you'd like me to continue making videos like this. In any case, that was enough. Let's just get into it. The Promised Neverland Season 2, Episode 1. Whoa! Yo! How is this escalating so much all of a sudden? I mean, we're just starting Season 2? And it's... How long has it been since I left? Oh, Phil. The kid who stayed was Phil, right? I think their name was Phil. Oh, that's so cool. Those look like dragonflies mixed with fish. And they look like they're swimming mid-air. So cool. Ooh. It's too chill. I guess the start was something that happened later. Maybe the wound is getting affected or something. What's happening with her? What's that? Is that water for them to drink? Right, are there rivers out there where they can gather water? I hope so. So that's his new determination. That's cool. At least he's found a reason to fight. So this is Ray. Will we get to see Norman soon? Because there's no way he's dead. Okay, so they have to find water. There's a river. Are those dragonfly fish like fleshy or like insects? Because it might get to be a good protein source. Whoa. Is it like a GPS? Oh. World map or the region map? Is this a password? So they're getting to see William Minerva? Or is it when they find that monster? Sea anemones that store fresh water. They're assuming Minerva sounds gender. But can you really consider Mr. Minerva an ally? Cause what if it's another trap for too smart children? Something's happening to her. She's sick. The monsters. Yo, that sword? Look at those cool jellyfish. Everything's bioluminescent here. What is it? Is it the monster we first saw or the monsters chasing them? The insects are running away. Oh, this is it. Dang, what's that? Is it like their hound, their bloodhound, or something like that? Let's go, Don. It's like a huge spider, but with human-like mouth. So that's how they can dispose of the monster. What's that music? What? Something killed the monster. What the hell? Is it the monsters? Damn. No humans on it, but there's a human like 5 meters from you. Okay. Is that with a sword a special one? Or is it just a stronger one, but that's it? What's happening to her? It's gotta be the infection, right? Or did they plant something on her? So it's infected now, right? Is that William Minerva? Was I right about the assumption on their gender? Well, she looks like the one. The one I think is the one. So they're like literal monsters. They're not even human like most of them, right? I thought they were anthropomorphic all the time, I mean. Just like the one with the sword. Or can they shapeshift? That'd be insane. There's gotta be a plan here. Norman wouldn't let himself get caught so easily. What saved him? What's on that horse? Oh, that horse is incredible. So this season has nothing to do with the first one. Who is this person? Is this William Minerva? I think this must be William Minerva, and he picked Emma too. Did the rest of them go with that kid? Damn. So they've all been caught again. Oh, so the hooded girl rescued them all. I love this Seiyu, by the way. The voice actor. She just finished preparing food. I thought she's going to feed them to them, right? That would be way too dark. Please, be something like that. Please be something like that. Sonju. So, Sonju and these are the bad guys. They just want you to trust them. They want to find William Minerva. Yeah, even the horse was a demon. Oh, okay, I hadn't realized that. This is the girl I saw. I thought this was the one. Sonju. Are we done? Already? So, that was basically it for The Promised Neverland, Season 2, Episode 1. Wow, so many different monsters, so many different demons. I still don't know if I should call them monsters or demons, but I think it's demons. It's such a generic word that I'm not sure anymore if it's just a mistranslation, just calling them demons, or they're actual demons. But now I think I know they're demons because they call them oni, and oni is a word for demon in Japanese. So there are so many different types of demons. We had seen on episode 1 that there were different types because all the ones we saw were different from each other, but I thought they were all anthropomorphic. But now it seems like that's not the case. Many of them look like animals, but they can still reason and talk. It's really weird, like those ones that look like bloodhounds or the horses chasing Norman. On the other hand, Sonju and the little girl are demons too. Sonju was some kind of knight riding a demon horse. Pretty cool, although it was really fast, so I couldn't really see it properly. But although I'd say we still have no proof that they're evil, and Sonju actually rescued Norman from being captured by the demons, I still don't trust them. It's really weird. Although, if this show is making us, or trying to make us suspicious of something or someone this early, I think this is a decoy, so it might be just a move for us to forget about something else or be thinking about it instead of realizing possible future plot twists. Now, are the other children there too, as she said, or is it a trap? Because we actually didn't see her pick the kids up. We saw the kids meet her, and we saw Sonju grab Norman, but maybe when she met them, she killed them all and just rescued Emma. Maybe she ignored them and went for Emma, and it's just a trap. I have no idea. What could she want? Maybe. I don't think they're William Minerva. They might be looking for William Minerva though. But how could you have such a big hideout like they seem to have in the forest nearby William Minerva's hideout and not meet him? Or they never said they don't know him. They reacted to the name. Although I'd say if they were partners of William Minerva, they wouldn't be acting so suspiciously. They really sus, bro. In any case, that was basically it. It was a really cool episode, and I hope we can get to see more next week when I get to see more of the show without having to pay a premium. But that was basically it. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace out.